government ló ṣe gazette government ló gbalẹ̀ èmi mo sign all the MOU what do you call it this is settlement government dá padà fún mi láti enumeration until I appendix my signature. Nígbà tá a ṣe Dangote where are you people tó fi ọ̀bẹ àdá kọ̀ọ̀kan lé yọ kiri because àwọn development pẹ̀pẹ́ division ọlọ́kọ̀ forí di dísù orí ẹ̀rọ pa dísù lé irú èèyàn burúkú báyìí ni níjọ́ ẹ̀fẹ́ ìjọ lọ ni one reason of the other mo tó dábò tí mi lè fi fa lọ tọ́lọ́ fi attack ẹ̀ ibi ni gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ fúrísì ojú bẹ̀rẹ̀ èmi mo ṣe àjókò before even moving to
anyway, that's I'm so sorry to those who probably don't understand Yoruba. You see that guy kneeling down there. From what we heard, is is one of those political thugs, but who has sort of beaten more than he can chew. His name is Ibile. Can't remember his full name, but his popular name is Ibile. A popular land grabber around Lekki, Ajao, those areas, right? So there are those who are like going everywhere to say, take people's lands in the name of the king. He made himself ballet in an area that he wasn't, beat people up, and then, kind of set up a real estate firm that is basically there to sell people's lands and kill whoever they want to kill or threaten you to get you out of there. So it was so much that they did the same just somewhere about a week or so now. And it was so bad that it could kind of led to protests here and there that it became violence as well. However, that is the guy now brought before the king, supposed owner of all the land. This is a Lagos State too. I'm talking about Lagos State because I've got a few things to show to you before I go tonight, by the way, right? Here, I'm coming back over.
How no they move again? You know see? Oh, that place go away too. That place go away now. You see carry person. Yes. Abi? How many years now? This one is never proper. You mean so now this one why I enter I ain't for. As I come enter this kind of for. Hi, wahala dey. Wahala dey. Wahala. What is not here? I say I want. Not do that. This one, I'm going to go back this one. I'm going back this one, though. I'm going to go to that. And what's that now? You just said the pass this one. See, the house to complete it dead. See how many minutes we will do? They go use can you go pass? But finally, we go back home. Hey, now this one carry weight too. Oh man, guys, this one they carry leg. This one only they jump. No jump like that. If you carry one of your legs, come on. Hey, go be smart. See what I got. I have to go die. How no they move again?
Yeah, Lagos has been underwater for the past 24 hours. And for the past 48 hours, I think the water is kind of subsiding little by little, right? I've got this too.
na-egwu mmiri na-elebe egwu a na-egwusi mmiri na-elebe egwu ọkwa rifanacha ka a na-egwu na-alaba ewu ọ dịkwanụ too much o ọ dịkwanụ too much mmiri a dị too much gbara bịawanụ
That's an official vehicle being pushed out of the road. Everywhere is stopped up. That's a car sunk inside there. As of today, September 16, 2023. Those are the mopeds, and their hillocks has been sucked inside the water already. That's a stubborn car who tried to maneuver. So we advise everybody to stay at home or something, or find alternative. There's no road right now on that bridge, so you could find alternative roads. Everywhere it stops. That's another flying boat they are using now to pursue. As you can see, flying boat is crossing human. If free flying boats. Oh my God! Wow, that's a VIP crossing the boats. A free flying boats. Wow, everywhere is fucking stopped up, man. Fucking stopped up. Wow. It's plenty. Fucking stopped up.
Hey, if you test, sorry, you muna lose this. See una goose. It's very terrible. Very terrible, Joe. I feel the pains, cha. I bet come see una goose for you. No water no carry and go far.
And when things like that happen, the victims will have to sort of account their losses. They are on their own. Maybe few people probably have insurance, will get something paid to them like car insurance, shop, if you insure your shop, your wares and stuff like that. I think, like, I know it's not so popular, but people are smarter these days. So I hope insurance companies will be sort of right now tearing the checks for all of them, or for those who have been paying insurance and they probably have no reason to get paid for it. This is your time. I know some of you will be laughing like insurance, now God be their insurance. If you tell them, say, come and buy insurance, they will tell you, say, oh, my brother, God, Jesus is my insurance. Heavenly Father is my insurance. People to get faith, And I think when we talk about faith, it's a very strong thing, isn't it? It doesn't really work for government, but government officials will still tell you that when they try or attempt something, it's because they have faith. Because I don't know I don't know how to explain this to you. All right. As much as you all know that terrorism in Nigeria is not going anywhere, and it is also not new that you have been having a repentant Boko Haram being forgiven. You know that? And you've also been hearing that some of them are also being trained for God knows what, I don't know. Or in Nigeria, the system in Nigeria believes so much in that faith. I mean, so in that policy, that they have faith in it. The faith they have in it is the type that they believe their way or their style is going to actually fix it. It won't. So here they are, celebrating the graduation of the murderers, the terrorists.
For 8 years, the focus on tackling insurgency through soft power has been the drive of the Nigerian government, its military and security apparatus, and some international agencies ensuring peace and security returns to their affected areas in the northeast. This time, the satellite is on, by some civil groups to look into the achievements of these agencies and impact in the once troubled northeast of the country.
I think with the DRR marking 8 years of impact, the DRR marking 8 years of giving this nation peace, giving this nation security, stability, 8 years of taking out souls from the bush back into the society, that we may enjoy peace. I think they deserve some kudos.
Amidst the
It is smoke Igbo. It is take Indian. It is smoke Igbo. It is take Indian.
Agency training repentant terrorists. The man drank kai kai, or what do you call that one? A sapele water. Can they ventilate on camera that they brought peace, stability, security to Nigeria? Is that not Onkolos? Onkolos. Onkolos means say he's on drug. It is smoke Igbo.
Alhamdulillah. 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 Rabbil Alamin. Alhamdulillah.
You know? So, I'm talking about people who felt like terrorists that should. These are not people who are being rehabilitated in prison. No. Any rehabilitation for terrorists or criminals should come in prison when they are serving the punishment for their crime. That is why they call it, you know what they call prison? Rehabilitation center. Do you understand what that prison? If you do something wrong and you go to prison, you are not supposed to go to prison and get beaten or whatever, yeah? You are there to have time to think about what brought you there, and then go through a process that's going to rehabilitate you so that they can get you ready to go back to the society. So you have to be very careful. The kind of crime you get yourself involved in, any of them that will send you there, you know, but it's not the case in Nigeria. Politicians decide if your crime is so serious or if it is not. If you have any affiliation with them, they will determine if it is serious. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is that in 8 years that madman mentioned is the time that the insecurity in Nigeria became escalated. Before the APC, we didn't know anything about Fulani terrorists. No, we didn't. Because any Fulani that did anyhow, we see anyhow. People were dealing with any of these terrorists with whatever mode, whatever they are coming with. But the moment Bokwari came in, Fulani terrorists now suddenly appear with sophisticated weapons. Grenade launchers. I'm talking about they have something that they can shoot plane down. They shot 2 planes down in the course of saying this insecurity 8 years. So Fulani terrorists are now kidnapping people. In 8 years, they started kidnapping people, collecting ransom. This was supposed to be the modus operandi of Boko Haram. Alhaji Shekau owned that patent. He's the only person with that patent of forcefully kidnapping people, sell the ones they want to sell, kill the ones they want to kill, release the one they want to release for ransom. That kind of patent, that right in the world of terrorists in Nigeria, now only Alhaji Shekau get him. They killed him 5 times, and he died 5 times, and he resurrected 5 times. Alhaji Shekau. But when these guys came in 8 years, Fulani terrorists don't they collect tax from farmers they kidnapped. Fulani terrorists don't they collect a ransom. Fulani terrorists don't they kidnap people, and if their family members are not paying ransom on time, they will sell them to Boko Haram. Fulani terrorists are now like Fulani terrorists, Boko Haram, ISWAP 1, ISWAP 2, Buhari, pandemic. So many group of terrorists in Nigeria. May I give you the names of their group and their leaders. Or if I don't remember the name of the group, I will give you the name of the leader. So before Boko Haram came in, it was Alhaji Shekau You remember, it was the famous one. It was the one that is always uploading 30 minutes video inside the forest. When you, Uche, is still battling to upload this your 5 MB, 3 minutes tutorial on YouTube so that your subscribers can see that. I'm talking about that time, where you are uploading 3 minutes video on YouTube. You have to see that, you have to go out, you have to come back, you have to on the generator, you have to off the light, and it can take you about 2 days. Alhaji Shekau will upload 30 minutes video, 40 minutes video inside Sambisa to my clear, to my sharp. It was Alhaji Shekau's rights at the time. Alhaji Shekau will say, I am coming to Borono. Borono, cow, 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 cow. That's how actually he had to. I'm not the one making that up. Alhaji Shekau was it was so kind of weird that if he's coming to Abuja, you say, we are coming to Abuja. Anyway, Abuja. And they go come Abuja. It was this APC, this jihadists, that introduced other terrorist organizations you have in Nigeria today. So immediately, Alhaji Shekau didn't know that the likes of Kaduna Little Finger, I'm talking about Zaria Little Hitler, El Rufaya, Alhaji Shekau didn't know that El Rufaya and then Pandemic and the rest of all the terrorist leaders there, they've already went all over Africa to invite all the terrorists, Fulani terrorists, to come to Nigeria and help them take power. So the Fulani terrorists that are from Niger, they are from Chad, they are from Mauritania, being Mauritius, man, before I want to know could matter. You shall know where I'm talking about, Ilu Dati, that's where Dati come from. Dati Papa come from. Anyway, yeah. So they told them to all come to Nigeria in case if good luck Jonathan Bafelo she to have a demo. If you go do any demo where they go enter Nigeria, burn and down. Surprisingly, good luck Jonathan was like, on top waiting. You want power, take them. That was how you ended up in the hand of the terrorists. So the terrorists they brought to Nigeria, we don't know what they promised them. Before you know it, they started invading communities. They started invading villages. They started kidnapping. I mean, kilo them now. Alhaji Shekau langbadra ki we dey pray say me Alhaji Shekau call me Asarailu kill am o. Me Asarailu call am and take am o. Every day, people, if you go northern Nigeria, mosque, church, everywhere, they pray say make Alhaji Shekau call me Asarailu kill am o. But when these terrorists came in, they introduced Nigerians to a new set of terrorism. And they now force Nigerians to learn how to live with that. They started giving Nigerians conditions if they want peace. Your government, they give you conditions. So those terrorists who have been killing people under Alhaji Shekau, they said they will give them amnesty. I mean, rehabilitation, no court trial, no nothing. Just, you don't keep asking how many people you kill. They are infidel. Don't worry. They are munafiki. I mean, so they are the kafirin. They are kafirin. They are this. So don't worry. You are repentant. Oh yeah, go. And for that 8 years, more northerners have been killed. More northerners have been displaced. More northerners who are living in refugee camps in Nigeria today have tripled, if not quadrupled, what it was in 2015. And one weary just told you there that they brought peace, stability, and whatever to Nigeria. That is why they are celebrating murderers that never actually passed through any judicial prosecution. Serigwe go le work for Nigeria. And these ones are the Boko Haram terrorists. You know them. The ones where they cut people head. Allah Akbar. Why? I don't know. That's the way I was feeling all the time. I'm like, all the videos were so everywhere at that time. Okay? Say Bishop, they kidnapped Bishop in Kaduna for after 2 weeks. They kidnapped the staff of Kiniko College in Zaria when they are traveling. Kidnapped them. And then they will go dig grave like all these ISIS. And they will Tell people to kneel down. Ah, Shufe Gionu any Omo Kai. Bismillah and now look you camera on top. People we did all of that too. They can't wear uniform. They say they are repentant. But yet, the repentant terrorists didn't give Nigeria the expo of how to end the terrorism. They're not giving them the expo. They say, make you can't celebrate. Those ones are the uniform terrorists too. Others are on Instagram, celebrity criminals. The difference between these ones that and Naira Marley, Sam Larry, what's that one again? I don't know why this no name they always say off me. What's that guy's name? That one that beats DJ Chicken. Give me his name. I don't know why all their names always kind of disappear because I'm not really so used to their names. What's that one's name again? Give me the name before I continue. And somebody actually called me about him. Not Zion. Abu Abel, bless you. All these bleaching rogues and criminals. Gist ni o. You say, it be like say this scene, oh my long gone. And you know, say if me are here, I go talk am. Nigeria that produced Alhaji Shekau, and all of these terrorist leaders. In the northern Nigeria, their own connection is with their own terrorist leaders like Issa Pandemic, Bokwari, which is their leader as well. Their loyalties to them, so therefore their protection is from them. In what do you call it? In Southwest, in Yoruba land, you have all these known sort of local terrorists, and they think we should be grateful. Naira Marley once said that you guys should be grateful that somebody is not a serial killer.
Like, people need to start appreciating the effort I put into not being a serial killer. Like, people need to start appreciating the effort I put into not being a serial killer. Like,
Nuisance Lele. Nuisance Lele. Nuisance Lele.
UK drug dealer, that UK drug dealer and a gangster, big gangster or Shinlanio, like proper one. They can't enter Nigeria, they do a year, ake, a year, ake, aye. Hey, you, yeah. And the system allowed them, shielded them, protected them until God knows how many people they have killed, until they facilitated the death of one of them. On Kolos. When I finished my program last night, because I was talking about the system protecting criminals, okay, until they will do something that will eventually kind of trigger the public. And then the system will begin to do what they do better, cover up. Somebody now called me and said, Mayogu, you see all those guys, These guys are not multimillionaires, They are billion. I said, how? He said, Mayogu, think about this. Young men, okay, who are raking in, for example, right? Who are raking in over 100, 200 million naira in a single week. Just like that, like you are printing money. 200 million, 500. That person actually told me that up to 500 million, you can imagine the empire is a multi-billion dollars empire. On Kolos. Do you know Kolos is actually drug? Me, every time they say you are on Kolos. You know, so they say you don't colo. You don't colo means you don't run, you decrease. You decrease, you de colo. So when they say he's on Kolos, so that means it's either on drug, but it's actually drug called Kolos. and guess those who actually make the colos. Now them. Naira Marley and some of all their guys who knows about that, right? They are raking in how dear man. And they say this colos in Nigeria, Oda be Tom ni. You know, I was talking about the pandemic of drug abuse among young people, especially in the last 5 years in Nigeria. It has become something like, damn it. If you see the young people who have become, oh dear, I don't know how to describe it, who have completely been like gone. They are living, but they are gone. In northern Nigeria, those who are having serious mental breakdown, mental health issue, but because there is no real care anywhere, you're on your own. You and your family can go and deal with it. They said that colos, it's actually real drug. Like they say, what's that one again? Tramadol. You know that tramadol, which is a cough syrup. Abi now, she be cough syrup in tramadol. Abi, cough syrup ni Abi. It's just like liquid shabi syrup, something that you can say cough syrup. So they get them and they drink and drink and drink and drink them until they high, because inside that, if you drink a bottle of tramadol, they contain, I mean, the drug contain it, the kind of highness or whatever is in it, I don't know. They kind of look for highness from it. They don't care about what that drug will do to their system for overdose or whatever, like too much consumption. They take all those things. Now, these guys, they are manufacturing drugs for these children. Codeine, tramadol. Codeine is painkiller, isn't it? I think codeine is painkiller. Tramadol, I think, is cough syrup. Okay, sorry. Codeine is cough. Codeine is cough syrup, Abi. Tramadol is painkiller. You see? Now, these guys are making drugs that they are giving names. Let me explain what I mean by that. Okay? Have you seen those who are selling skincare in Nigeria? Have you seen videos of where they are doing their skincare, skincare mixture? You'll be seeing yogurt, you'll be seeing wine, ogogoro, kerosene, hydrogen. You'll be seeing palm oil, epo red oil. You'll be seeing black soap. You'll be seeing Lux soap. You'll be seeing Joy soap. You will see Tura. You will see all of these things there. And then after that, they will now pour petrol. Put petrol on top and put diesel, engine oil. If they see any yes, they will call the mixer. You never see those videos. They will start pouring Chivita, orange juice, apple juice, small wine, red wine, white wine, but they will now be mixing. They'll say it's for skin. Have you never seen that? Oh, I think you should. That's exactly what they are mixing up. They'll say, if you want to have fresh skin, spotless, go on Instagram, they are there. A lot of you who are looking for Mayegun, I'm looking for business to invest in. In Nigeria, that will not run down. If I am a business advisor, I will tell you to go and invest in renal facilities, a system whereby you will be dealing with people with cancers, skin cancer, kidney problems, and all of that, because many Nigerians are going to need that in the next 10, 15, 20 years. I'm not trying to make it sound like you should go and cash out on people's misery. They are putting it on themselves right now. Women who wanted to look so clean, wanted to look so fresh, they are buying skincare. Skincare here. Take Joy Skincare. Look at me. No dots. I suppose they sell skincare. Myself no get dot. I no get wrinkle. I no get, but I get wrinkle. But my skincare could make me glow. To glow. If you have money, you better start going and invest in that. Nigerians are going to need that, and there's no healthcare in Nigeria. A lot of them are going to need money, and they're going to need you. Go and invest in that. The same thing is going on among the young people, where this Sam Larry, what do you call him? Naira Marley, what else? Who else is there again? Abu Ebeli. They are now manufacturing drugs. I'm talking about drugs that people don't know the content. They are giving them names. They are sharing them to boys and girls at different parties everywhere. They are running them. There are already evidences of this, what I'm saying now. I'm not making all this up. Oh. Naira Marley was a big gangster in Lewisham in London when he was a young teenager. He was arrested for 122 times before he turned 19. So think about what would a teenager be doing that he's been arrested for 122 times before he turned 19. He did a documentary about his life, sure you get, of what it was. That he was like, this is my life. He didn't hide it. So to be a lot of those of you who call yourself no manners, Malians, no manners, no belt and all of that. So when he got to Nigeria, people didn't know that he was recreating the childhood he had in London, in Peckham, and all this area, right? That was his childhood. That was his survivor. Nobody cared. He said nobody cares. And in Nigeria, there are children nobody cared about. So in London, as he was dealing on drug and all of that, like a real gangster that everybody knows, it's not new. He was also doing music. In fact, he released some of the music that was easier when he got to Nigeria. It was like, oh, he's been kind of reformed. No, he relocated to Nigeria. And then he prayed. They preyed on young people. And these stories that we are hearing about them these days, right? They are so heartbreaking that you begin to wonder, was there any supporting system for all of these guys before now? But that's not just that. The damages is even more. The damages is more. They are manufacturing drugs. A lot of you are taking these drugs from them. They call them tablets. They call them this. They pour them here and there. You just want to get high. Then you hook. And that's it. Your life is gone. And life of young Nigerians who felt like, or get caught in the web, are supposed to have led to the investigation of these guys beyond just Mobad. Well, unfortunately, you are likely not going to get that. Sure, you know, it's everybody for himself, especially when the perpetrators are connected to the powers that be. Now, the report is out, they have left Nigeria. Naira Marley is not in Nigeria. Sam Larry is in Kenya. The other one, Abu Ebel, he has gone underground. All of them who claim to be the macho men, Eye, Ake, and this or that, why they are actually in the underground, they are drug runners. So who should help? The police. Unfortunately, they won't. So it's always better to put it out there. I hear that a lot of you are currently saying, I don't want to listen to his music. This thing is heartbreaking. No. In 2 weeks' time, you're going to forget. Yeah, in 2 weeks' time, you're going to forget. Yeah, Jackpa. That was his song, Jackpa. So that some people are now wondering about drug, gangsterism, bullying, beating people up, threatening people, you know, all of that. A lot of you are now wondering like, so my Naira Marley is like that. Are you sharing wine, Iwani? He was in Nigeria, he was drinking, he was talking about, he was singing about, sex, drugs, money, Yahoo, fraud, and then so many things that are completely are setting your children up. And then you see old men. Abimaliao. A lot of them today are now like, they didn't know. They thought he was somebody who is rehabilitating young people with his music. Expectedly so, right? But that is not just all. There is more. They have money. I'll tell you that one. Then get money, but they are criminals. It doesn't matter whatever they are. They present themselves as they are criminals and they have the career in it. The system enabled it. And today, what do you call it? A lot of you are asking the system to fix it. To fix it. How? They created the system. They can't fix it. They will gaslight you. Maybe you hear that minister gaslighting a victim there, right? They will gaslight you. I was telling my friends today, I said, the bottom line is they will say they didn't see them hold the boy or kill him. These whole reactions right now is because all of you, they're mad right now. All of you are angry right now. So they need to make it look like they want to do something. In 2 weeks' time, we'll be talking about something else. Go and write it down. The reason why it's going to be up to that time self is because it is more bad. And he's got his own follow. I mean, this happened to this young generation. And as young generation, if this is hurting them, it's not going to go away just like that. So for another few days or so, I've seen videos of people protesting, asking government to do something, in few days or so, everybody will move on and they will be waiting on the police. If you see anything after that, you are trying to create a problem. You are the problem, not Naira Marley. I mean, that's what will happen. They arrest them. They need to arrest Sam Larry. They need to arrest. Come on. When your emotion is completely done with, and I mean, when another sad other thing happens, right? And your emotion begin to shift to them, you realize that, well, they will tell you they can't arrest them. I even told my friend, I said, if they feel like the heat is too much, they may just say, okay, Sam Larry, and their guys, Naira Marley, they have submitted themselves to the police. Now, where they go finish some of you, okay? Those of you are asking them to arrest them and do all of that, because the way they go kind of play you is that breaking news: Naira Marley and Sam Larry, they have submitted themselves to the police. So you will be thinking, arrest them, arrest them, then they will do press conference. In that press conference, police will say, because we have evidence that they bullied Mobado. We have evidence that they bullied him, but they did not contribute to his death. We are now charging Naira Marley and Kiniko. We are charging them for for bullying. And now when you can't go check what is the punishment for bullying, you go realize they don't carry you mugu. But they will now say, if you have evidence that they contributed into Kiniko, they want you to bring the evidence forward as they're asking you right now. Bring evidence that they killed him or they contributed to what killed him, Abi. But to satisfy you and say, but they have come to police because they have nothing to hide. So the police cannot detain them. The offense is bailable. It's called bullying. So they have been bailed. They have been released. Now they remind police after 2 weeks, after 2 months, after 1 year. Police, have you not completed the investigation on Naira Marley? The rest thing you go just hear Naira Marley going on tour. It no be that they tell you say, nah, so I want them to be, but now so it go be. There's no justice for anybody because an unjust system cannot dispense justice. If you have an unjust system, it is to do away with your just system if you really want to have if you want to have justice. Do you understand? And thank you. And I'm also sorry that I didn't take course tonight, okay? But well enough. I told you it was going to be Sunday sermon, which could just be me talking from every point of whatever I feel like. So, Daniel, thank you. Like I said, right? Normally, I could bring you up like we do normal studio connection and all that. I'm trying to get to I'm working on something that's more or less like having a proper space. Here you get. My platform has gotten to a stage whereby I could bring a special guest on the program, which would require if I have to put them in a hotel. But you are in Glasgow. You and I probably will have a segment on when it comes to especially mental health. and then this area of your specialization, DNA, as well as sexual, victim and all that. So you are going to be very handy, because with a phone call, I can say, what are you doing this weekend? Would you like to come on for a dispatch? I'm also having another guest in that aspect. Of course, we can do that. Just don't leave Glasgow now, because now you are going to be putting my mind into that and say, well, I've got an expert that's going to be like somebody I can be asking questions that will be, as you're answering my questions, right? We are both educating our viewers. It's going to be so interesting. I told you that there's going to be a time in this Glasgow that I'm going to have a very big auditorium. When I say auditorium, it's going to be like a shooting studio with all the cameras, all the lights, the one you see on these talk shows, right? Oh, I'm still going to have that. But give me time, okay? I'm going to work on that. Now, when that time comes, whereby a lot of you, Mayegun's supporters, Mayegun's friends, Mayegun's listeners, you will have to buy what is called season tickets. You know what a season ticket is? You will have to buy a ticket to attend the live show on Mayegun's Diary Political, where I'm going to have a panel of people sitting on there. I'm going to have this, hands-free microphone. I'm going to be like moving within the audience. I'm going to be asking questions and all of that stuff. But it's going to be like a relative one whereby all of you will come from all over the world. You're going to come me there. It's going to be something that you're going to plan. I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, when I begin to see people who are interested in what I am doing, so when I get to that growth of building towards that, I want them to be part of it, to build content that actually is broad. You know what they say, broad conversation. And then you begin to pick your own favorites too. And so I love that doctor that came 2 weeks ago. Or I love that lawyer when he was talking about immigration right, this or that. How does that affect you? How does that affect me? That kind of conversation. And Daniel is offering me that on a platter. That's what you are doing. You are offering me that your expertise on a platter. Something where we say I'm supposed to get my crew. The media crew that will be looking and then scouting for people that have what it takes to be on whatever Mayegun is working on. Now you are offering me that on a platter. So thank you. So don't leave Glasgow, please. Not now. Don't take that job if it's going to take you out of Glasgow. Okay? Don't. Just stay here. So good here, right? So that you and I can actually meet in person and many more people like that, okay? But I want that to be a place whereby you can walk in. You can drive down when I give you the address. You say, oh, I'm going to Mayegun's, I'm going to be on Mayegun tonight. And then you drive down. And then you have a reception where, not a reception per se, it's going to be a proper house, right? Then you walk in, somebody offered you coffee, tea. We start having a chat, a gist before the show. Other people are doing everything, setting things up and all that. You and I having that chat, getting that familiarization, so that when we go on the show, it becomes like you and I have known ourselves for years. Because a lot of you have known me for years anyway. So I'm almost there, almost. And it's going to be from this year. And it's also a very big goal for 2024. I want to begin to have physical contact. If I'm not in the UK, if I'm coming to the US, I want to have a team that's going to actually put together a sort of a moment where I can engage people and have that physical what have you. So I'm building that all. And Daniel, thank you for making me believe that it is actually doable. I'm going to let everybody go to bed now, right? And that would be, don't leave, just like the broadcast before you go, okay? Like, share, and all that. And if you joined us midway, please watch this from the beginning. It is not your typical Mayegun War review, but I did my best to make sure that your time is worth it, okay? I couldn't let that go. And I thank you for enduring me to now. I will see you some other time. Until then, good night.
ṣe ń lọ ni Máyégún já wa sí.
Máyégún Diary na ibi number one.
àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary na ibi number one.
bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí.
Máyégún Diary na ibi number one.
ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary na ibi number one.
Máyégún Diary politico.
Máyégún Diary na ibi number one.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún.
Máyégún Diary na ibi number one.
ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Máyégún Diary na ibi number one.
àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dódòdó.
Máyégún Diary na ibi number one.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódi ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.